Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As safety should be our priority, a few reminders for our guests. If you are wearing a headset, kindly ensure that volume is toned down for you to still be aware of your surroundings. If you are cooking anything or preparing your lunch, please pause and turn off the stove. In case of emergency, please feel free to drop off the event. To our friends in media and honored guests who are joining us virtually, please kindly turn off your video and mic for a better viewing experience. Rest assured, everyone on site is following health and safety protocols. All right. Good morning, guys. Ako rin po yung kanina. Good morning once again and welcome to the grand opening of Shell Marilao, Bulacan. Ako po ang inyong host. My name is DJ Laila or Laila Chicadora. I am a radio host. I am an entertainment and general news assignment reporter and avid supporter of what today's event stands for as we officially open the Shell or the first Shell mobility station in North Luzon. Palakpakan naman natin yan. Kahit na virtual lang tayong nagkakasama today. And to start off our festivities on a high note, we have prepared a local culture presentation or a local cultural presentation that celebrates Marilao's abundant root crop and sign of prosperity, the luyang dilaw or turmeric ginger. Eto, may fun fact ako para sa inyo ha. The town's name Marilao actually came from the plant's description of being madilaw. Oh, and to put the wow in Marilao, let us all welcome our Marilao dancers for the Luyang Dilaw Festival Dance.
DJ Nathan on the mix.
May tuwa ang may likha, pitong libong pulo ang ginawa.
Nathan on the mix.
Kaya ang ginagabi
on the mix.
Alright. Ang galing naman. Naku, napasayaw din ako diyan ha. So I think pare-pareho tayo guys. And I don't know if you guys actually noticed that our dancers nakasuot sila ng mga face shields ano. So kahit na nasa initan sila, very new normal na talaga yung performance nila no. And well guys, I hope everybody enjoyed that cultural dance number because eto na ang fun fact number 2. Alam nyo ba that every year in May, the Luyang Dilaw or Halamang Dilaw Festival is celebrated here in Marilao. Ang galing. O, di ba? So that's fun fact number 2. Thank you so much ating mga dancers. And at this point, gusto po nating pasalamatan ang lahat ng mga panauhin natin ngayong umaga. Unang-una na po, syempre, Department of Trade and Industry Secretary Ramon M. Lopez, DTI Regional Operations Group under Secretary Blesila Lantayona, DTI or ROG Assistant Secretary and OTOP or One Town, One Product National Program Head Demfna Dunaga, DTI Regional Director OIC Lenny Baluyot, ang butihing mayor po, syempre ng Marilao, Bulacan, Mayor Ricardo Silvestre, President and CEO of Filipina Shell Petroleum Corporation, Cesar G. Romero, along with Filipina Shell Vice President General Manager for Mobility, Randy Del Valle, and Mr. John Quadra, District Manager of Filipina Shell in North Luzon. And that being said, today's event is also about celebrating the community. Here to talk about what Filipina Shell is doing and will be doing for the local community through entrepreneurship and partnership. Let us welcome Filipina Shell's non-fuel retail manager, Ms. Rolin Tomaro.
To have the opportunity to actually celebrate with you our first mobility site in North Luzon, the Marilao mobility site, where we are actually currently located now. And with this thought, I'm actually reflecting and I wanted to share just 3 things. I feel so well, I feel so good. 3 things stuck to my head. 1, sense of place. With this mobility site, we will actually have an additional site that will actually be able to serve customers here in the Bulacan province. And this sense of place tells us that we will belong in this community. The second word is about sense of community. We do not actually exist just within the confines of this site. We actually exist and actually are part of a wider community. And therefore, it is upon us to actually make sure that we come across well and we do our part to actually be able to help out our local communities here, work with governments, work with other parties to be able to actually advance the cause for the community here in Bulacan. The third word is about sense of connection. All the efforts and all the energy that we have in this mobility site and in our participation in the wider Bulacan community allows us to have a sense of connection, how all of our energies and how all of our actions are able to actually, enable us to actually achieve so many more good things for Bulacan. We're here for a sense of place, I said, a sense of community and a sense of connection. And now, in this time that we actually celebrate Marilao, I wanted to especially recognize our government agency, the Department of Trade and Industry, who in this capacity now, in cooperation and in collaboration with us, we will be actually able to actually have products, homegrown products, delicacies, here in our select sites. This in turn would actually allow local communities and local businesses to actually contribute to the local economy here in Bulacan. we are actually able to advance economy as we try to actually recover our business and our economy in Bulacan after a post-COVID environment. The second thing is about the sense of place. One town, one product. Imagine products being actually showcased here in Select, and Select being a platform for us to be actually able to serve customers, but also help local communities. So the pastillas, mga chicharon po natin dyan sa ating mga Select po, actually enables small, medium enterprises to actually advance and actually propel themselves in their livelihood. The sense of connection is actually about the power that we both actually bring. At the end of the day, Shell is here for the common good. We will be a force for good in the community, and we will need to be more fully felt as we try to actually get all of our actions and all of our things, the different things that we're actually doing in the mobility side, actually felt by our consumers. The customers are actually at the heart of what we do. The sense of place, the sense of community, and the sense of connection will stay with this mobility site now here in Marilao, Bulacan. So allow me to actually show you this video because we will be embarking and actually now positioning ourselves, enabling more local communities, small, medium enterprises to actually showcase their products here in our Select stores. Show the video, please. So as we continue to actually serve our customers, not only for this site, but in all the 400 or the 400 company-owned sites and the others 500 dealer-owned sites that we have all over the country, we actually need to make sure that we are a force for good, and then we have a sense of place. We have our brand, it's a strong brand. We are able to serve customers, we're able to actually serve their needs and serve their vehicles requirements. We have a sense of belongingness, a sense of connection, and a sense of community. Thank you.
Alright, maraming salamat Miss Rolyn. Parang gusto ko nang pumunta talaga dyan at bumili ng pastillas at chicharon. We can't emphasize enough, guys, that the local entrepreneurs or MSMEs are vital in not just generating income for their respective communities, but also sustaining their own families. And to elaborate further on the importance of supporting our local industries, we have a special message from our very own Department of Trade and Industry Secretary, Secretary Ramon M. Lopez.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Congratulations on the unveiling of Shell and DTI Go Local dito po sa Bulacan. Thank you to our partners, President Cesar Romero. Sayang po hindi ako makasali dyan. Sabay-sabay ho, sunod-sunod ho ang ating meetings. Thank you, Mr. Randy, Ms. Rolin, sa ating DTI, Yusek Bless, Asek Dempna, at saka sa inyong auto team. Of course, kay RD Lenny ng DTI Region 3. And acknowledging also ating Honorable Mayor Ricardo Silvestre, Mentor George. Congratulations sa inyong lahat. We're very excited about this new program. Ito pong partnership ng DTI at Shell. It's a very meaningful project dahil ito po ay nagbibigay ng opportunity sa atin ng mga micro SMEs, ito pong mga auto or entrepreneurs. Mabibigyan sila ng exposure, and this is really in line with DTI's objective. Alam niyo po, isa ito sa 7Ms na 360 degrees na pagtulong ng DTI sa mga SMEs. Ito po yung isa sa M, yung market. Again, reminding na yung ibang part ng 7Ms natin, yung mindset, yung mastery, mentoring, bibigyan mo ng microfinancing, money, mga makina, machines, mga models of negosyo. Tapos pag may produkto na, ima-market dapat. Kaya importante ho itong marketing and therefore it's very important. Maraming salamat. Mabibigyan ng market platform ang ating mga entrepreneurs. Dadagdagan po sila ng mga paraan paano mabenta ang mga produkto, mabigyan ng exposure. Tulad doon ng mga panibagong mga innovations natin na helping entrepreneurs maging digital. Pero importante pa rin itong may physical at napakaganda ng concept na nasa lugar sila kung saan talagang dinadaanan ng mga kababayan natin. Sa Shell Select, sa gas station. So again, congratulations. Na-launch po ito sa Shell Bulacan. Isa pong proof of concept na sana at ako tingin ko magtatagumpay talaga to. At ito yung nagpapakita ng malakas na public-private partnership. Tulong-tulong tayong lahat para sa ating mga kapatid na mga micro SMEs. At hopefully this will lead to the opening of more auto products, MSME products, Go Local products sa iba pang mga Shell Select outlets. And of course, we look forward. We would appreciate then, okay sa amin yung may co-branding tayo dito po sa ating Buy Local, Go Local campaign. And we would welcome Shell to co-brand with us in their sites dito po sa inyong mga lugar. Ito pong partnership na ito shows the spirit of Filipino bayanihan in times of crisis. So again, we're fortunate. Karoon tayo ng ganitong partnership. It's really a big help sa micro SMEs na talagang tinamaan ngayong pandemya. It will help mas mapasali dito sa mga iba-ibang networks and distribution systems. And the importance of collaboration, this is what we really need in times of crisis. So we just hope that we move this partnership forward to pong mga out-of-the-box ways to help micro SMEs. At that this is really one way to build back better for a post-pandemic future. Salamat po muli sa ating mga kapartner sa Shell Philippines. I'm sure na ito ay magiging successful venture natin. Kaya mabuhay po tayong lahat. Stay safe at mabuhay ang mga Pilipino micro SMEs at entrepreneurs. Congratulations!
Thank you so much, Secretary Lopez, for those inspirational words. And now, guys, to add more to that, from a regional point of view, let us all welcome on screen DTI Regional Operations Group Under Secretary Blesila Lantayona. Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, I am on mute. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Can you hear me now? And can you see me now?
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. To our Mayor Ricardo Silvestre of Marilao, Bulacan, to our DTI Secretary Ramon Lopez, Assistant Secretary Defna Dunaga, who is our DTI Regional Operations Group undisputed queen of OTOP, to our Filipinas Shell President and CEO, Mr. Cesar Romero, VP and GM for Mobility, Mr. Randy Del Valle, Manager for Non-Fuel Retail, Ms. Rolin May Tumarong, Manager John Quadra, of course, to our DTI Region 3 Regional Director, Lenny Baluyot, to DTI Bulacan Provincial Office Provincial Director, Edna Dizon, at sa kanilang mga masisipag na mga kasamahang, lalo na kay OIC Christy Valenzuela at Trade Promotion Officer Flor Maclang, na narinig ko ay nandiyan physically sa Marilao. And sa lahat ng ating mga nakikinig at nanonood, ladies and gentlemen, magandang umaga at isang pinagpalang umaga po sa ating lahat. Kung hindi ninyo na itatanong, ako po ang dating Regional Director ng Region 3 some years ago. So I left the Region 3 for head office way back in 2013, and that's a long, long time. But still, I really find it an honor and a privilege to be invited, for the inauguration of the first Shell mobility station in North Luzon, and be given this opportunity to share with you the MSME development initiatives, as well as the programs and services of the Department of Trade and Industry. We know really that the year 2020 has been very challenging to our MSMEs. The community quarantine measures imposed since March 16 of 2020 in response to the COVID-19 pandemic has forced many of our businesses to either temporarily close their business or operate at limited capacity. Now, we did a survey, DTI, and we have seen that businesses are slowly opening up from about 20% for the period of June 4, 2020 to June 17 of 2020 to already 56% for the period January 2021 to February 2021. And the percentage of businesses which have stopped their operations have likewise decreased. And this really shows that more and more of our MSMEs are slowly opening up as we gradually loosen the quarantine restrictions. And based on the same survey, we have found out na ang ating mga MSMEs, most of the assistance that they really need are in the area of financing assistance, with marketing assistance coming in second. So what we are doing now is really a very good service to our MSMEs, because many of them, their cash flows are really disrupted because of the pandemic. Now, DTI, for its part, we have been implementing programs aimed at jumpstarting and reinvigorating the Philippine economy by stimulating consumption, revitalizing demand, and empowering the local industries to take advantage, and capture this demand. And we implement these programs in partnership with other government agencies, with the local government units, and of course, with the private sector. So let me share with you some of these programs. Number one, we have the negosyo centers. So I hope Marilao has a negosyo center. Okay. So itong ating pong mga negosyo centers, we consider this as the first stop, one-stop shop for our MSMEs. They provide services such as business registration assistance, business advisory services, business information and advocacy, as well as assistance to market linkages. As of end of March, we already have 1,176 negosyo centers established all over the country, And I am sure, RD Lenny, na meron tayo dyan sa Marilao. This year, Negosyo Center will have to go online. So, sabay din tayo sa uso. Hindi lang uso, kailangan talaga. So, we will be launching very soon the Negosyo Center online portal. It promotes digitalization of our MSMEs and is envisioned to bring all the services of a Negosyo Center in digital platform to better reach potential and existing MSMEs, lalong-lalo na yung mga hindi pa natin, nakakausap at nakakasalamuha. Also, the business name registration of the Department of Trade and Industry, the MSMEs can now process their DTI business name registration, original and renewal 24/7 through the online site. With the rollout of the business name registration system, next generation sole proprietorships who wish to register their business names with DTI may now apply online. DTI has expanded also the payment options. So, meron na tayo, they can pay through land bank's link-based cash payments via 7-Eleven or bayad center. So, meron na po tayong pamamaraan para mas ma-facilitate ang ating business name registration. And also, the micro enterprises can apply. Barangay micro business enterprise exemption dito through our negosyo centers. And then, ito, maganda din ito because under Bayanihan Act, Act 2, we have this COVID assistance to restart enterprises. This is a loan or financing program which is provided to the small business corporation. So the small business corporation was allocated 10 billion loan fund para sa ating mga MSMEs, and this is offered interest-free with a maximum of 1 year grace period. And as of May 17, yung ating SB Corporation has already approved 4 billion under Bayanihan Cares program, and they have approved this for more than 28,000 applicants. And of this amount, 367 million were approved to more than 2,400 applicants coming from Central Luzon. So I hope na itong mga applications ng Central Luzon ay madagdagan pa. Okay? So meron din tayong programa na tinatawag na Kapatid Mentor Me program. Itong ating Kapatid Mentor Me program is touted as the most comprehensive program for MSMEs that we have in the country today, giving the MSME mentee an experience na para siyang umattend ng MBA, mini MBA. Ang diferensya lang is libre po ito. Hindi siya magbabayad ng kung ilang libo para mag-enroll sa isang MBA program. And this program, Kapatid Mentor Me, is run by the Department of Trade and Industry and the Philippine Center for Entrepreneurship, Go Negosyo, under a public-private partnership business model. Now, since its implementation in 2016, Kapatid Mentor Me has already conducted 393 runs all over the country and graduated more than 8,000 mentees and having served 33,000 MSMEs with certified mentors of close to 800 mentors all over the country. So the modules have already gone several revisions, and starting last year because of the pandemic, KMME has gone from face-to-face to already online. So nag-virtual na since March of 2020. And of course, ang Department of Trade and Industry, meron din kaming mga programa na nag-o-offer ng free series of webinars targeting MSMEs who need to transform their business digitally. Kasi we know that this is very important now dahil because of the restrictions no caused by the pandemic. So we have this parang tinatawag natin na online businesses. We promote the conduct of online businesses from the traditional way of doing it face-to-face or brick and mortar in order to increase the number of online merchants and e-commerce shoppers. So they can access this through our Control Plus B's Reboot Now. Now, not only that, no, we also have this SSF project or tinatawag natin na Shared Services Facility Project. This project is also a flagship of the Department of Trade and Industry where we give free machineries and equipment to MSMEs through a cooperator. Ang ang purpose lang ito is for us to really improve no their productivity and their production efficiency. So libre ito after 2 years na nagpakita yung ating cooperator na maganda ang kanilang pamamalakad sa shared services project, we will transfer the ownership to them. And syempre, what we are having now really is care of this very, very good program of the Department of Trade and Industry, which is being handled by our OTOP Queen, Asek Dempna Dunaga, the One Town, One Product Philippines. OTOP is heavy on assisting MSMEs in the area of product design and development, packaging, and other critical assistance needed to improve the marketability of the MSME products. It also provides opportunity para sa ating mga MSMEs to market their products physically through itong tinatawag natin na OTOP Hub. And meron na rin tayong pagmamarket ng product natin na online through digital platforms. As of March 2021, may balita ko lang sa inyo na DTI, the Office of Asek Dempna, has already launched a total of 61 OTOP hubs nationwide. And soon, OTOP will open a 24/7 online store. It will be a platform for MSMEs, particularly our entrepreneurs, to exclusively sell auto products online and reach a wider market. This OTOP website, in addition to this, this OTOP website will not only serve as an online OTOP hub or store, but also as an e-commerce platform during virtual trade fair. So through this, MSMEs and entrepreneurs will still get a chance to promote their products not only locally, but as I have said, also globally. Now, OTOP Philippines also works towards developing and promoting local talents. Maybe this will interest you, no? The utilizing indigenous raw materials, capitalizing on the distinct local identities and cultural practices. The program helps the community and make their products with great cultural importance become the source of their livelihood. And this is through OTOP's Modernong Obra Disenyong Atin or MODA project, which offers the Manlilikha Designers course to hone and discover new designs or designers by using the local weavers in their design outputs. Now, the other one is the Go Local, which is, I think you're also quite familiar. Go Local is a retail concept store showcasing the quality and innovative Philippine products crafted, designed, and produced by the country's MSMEs. It serves as a marketing platform for our MSME to gain access to the lucrative local consumer market and ultimately the global export market. This is initiated by the Department of Trade and Industry. Actually, this is a brainchild of our Secretary Mon Lopez. Siya talaga yung nakipag-usap sa ating mga malalaking retailers like SM, yung ating City Mall, and even Rustans, no? Siyang nakikipag-usap para dito sa Go Local. It has now become an excellent marketing avenue provided for free by DTI and itong mga retail partners natin for MSME incubation, marketing, and branding. So, yan ang ating Go Local. So, makikita natin yung mga ready na talaga to fly. Nandoon yan siya sa ating mga Go Local outlets na nasa mga big retailers natin. And libre po sila, no listing fee are being asked from our MSMEs. Now, we realize, of course, matagal namin itong na-realize na the government cannot single-handedly address the challenges brought about by the pandemic. Napakahirap po nito. This really hit us suddenly. We say we're not prepared, but of course, as Filipinos, nandyan talaga yung ating characteristic na very resilient tayo. And we have this kind of, a bayanihan spirit, which is a great Filipino spirit and practice, which enjoins every member of the society to do one's part in overcoming any challenges. And we are enthusiastic and we really welcome the partnerships with private organizations and stakeholders like Pilipinas Shell. So itong ating grupo namin, yung DTI Regional Operations Group, which handles all of the 16 provinces, regions all over the country, and 81 provinces also all over the country, we are indeed very thankful for this partnership with Shell, which I know will help MSMEs and entrepreneurs get back on their feet and encourage new businesses to rebuild the economy. So sa pamamagitan nitong pagbabayanihan natin, we believe that our MSMEs and the businesses in general will soon be able to bounce back for a stronger and more dynamic Philippines. So through the Pilipinas Shell mobility stations, the auto products of our MSMEs will be brought closer to the market. Kaya we really grab this opportunity to partner with you, and we are very, very thankful. So para sa ating mga kababayan, ano pa ang hinihintay natin? Nandyan na ang mga produkto. Ito pa lang yung umpisa. And they have 400 mobility stations all over the country. Baby steps lang tayo, but I am really sure that this will prosper and will be present all over the country. So ano pang hinihintay natin? Tara na! We have to buy local, eat local, give local, and go local. Napakalaking tulong po ito para sa ating ekonomiya at para sa ating bansa. And lastly, I'd really like to say from the bottom of my heart, mabuhay po ang Pilipinas Shell at syempre mabuhay ang ating mga entrepreneurs. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Yusek Lantayona. Ayan. Grabe, no? There are really lots of things that we have to look forward to, both sa pagbili and kung gusto ninyong maging entrepreneur, di ba? So alam nyo guys, hearing the nation's leaders talk about trade and industry as a way talaga to help the country, alam nyo, this really makes me double think, no? Parang gusto ko na rin magnegosyo. Parang gusto ko na rin maging MSME. Pero, but we have to... Sumagot si Yusek. Oo, pero ma'am, konting kabig kasi syempre naman, this is not about me, o, di ba? So speaking of leaders with the hardships brought by the pandemic, nako, strong leaderships talaga can make or break the bounce back of a community, hindi ba? And it takes a good leader to steer his or her people to the right direction and to also make the right decisions and connections to keep businesses and livelihood going. Agree ba kayo dyan? Dapat oo, dahil yun nga, ang mga magigiting na public servant ng Pilipinas. And you know, we can all relate that the pandemic has been really hard on all of us. All of us, wala talaga siyang spinner. And we all need that push in the right direction from a person who knows the community best. Which is why, for our next message, I am happy to share with you some words from the leader of Marilao himself, none other than Marilao Mayor Ricardo Silvestre.
Magandang umaga sa atin dito sa Marilao at dito sa Shell Corporation sa pangunguna ni Elwin. Ang pamahalang bayan ng Marilao ay nagpapasalamat sa inyo sapagkat kayo ay isa sa kapartner ng LGU sa pagbubukas nyo po sa Shell Corporation dito sa bayan ng Marilao. Malaking tulong po sa bayan namin yan. Una po doon sa mga taong mabibigyan ninyo ng hanap buhay at pangalawa doon sa tax na babayaran po ninyo. Kaya po ang pamahalaan bayan po ng Marilao ay lubos na nagpapasalamat sa Shell Corporation, lalong-lalo na sa iyo, Elwin. So maraming salamat.
All right, thank you so much, Mayor Silvestre. What you have shown reminds me of transformation. Kasi di ba talaga, it's really important. It is an important part of the process that will lead us forward beyond recovery to a future that is brighter, more optimistic, and more resilient. Okay, bago po tayo magpatuloy, we would like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Froilan Angeles, the Executive Assistant to the Office of the Mayor, who is joining us today sa ating programa. Okay, moving on. The Shell Mobility Station is an example of one such transformation, yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, hindi ba? And moving forward, our next speaker will give us an overview of what a Shell Mobility Station really is, aside from being a platform to support local livelihood and communities. Honestly, just hearing the word mobility station, di ba, gives you an idea on how it aims to move the country. Kasi nga, mobility di ba? And to tell you more about the mobility station's new features based on Shell's advocacies, let's hear about it from our special speaker who wouldn't miss the opportunity to talk about it on site, Filipina Shell Vice President and General Manager for Mobility, Mr. Randy Del Valle.
Thank you, DJ Laila. DJ Laila, I really look forward to the time that you will visit here in our mobility station in Marilao.
Mamaya, sir, agad-agad.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Good morning. Maraming salamat po kay Secretary Lopez for that very kind message. Kay Mayor Ricardo Silvestre, maraming salamat po. Yusek, bless, maraming salamat too for your message. It's just so fortunate to really have something that is here already in Marilao on the partnership between Shell and DTI. Si Asek Devna too, naalala ko, nag-usap lang tayo last week. And here we are after 1 week. We are now offering some auto product here in Shell Marilao. And of course, to our retailer, si Elwin Dueñas. So mga ano lang, etong Dueñas family is always our top-notch retailer dito sa Shell. Ito yung retailer natin na pamilya, nananalo po yan, hindi as a best retailer lang sa Pilipinas, but sa buong mundo. So we're so fortunate to actually have yung pamilya na Dueñas who are partner with us, especially here in Marilao. So virtual tayo ngayon. So I'm fortunate being here. Kasama ko si John Cuadraos, the District Manager ng North Luzon, at saka si Rolin here in our mobility station in Marilao to really celebrate this milestone. I know virtual tayo ngayon, so it's good to really feel the presence of our DTI partners and everyone here who is watching us here from Facebook Live. Mobility Station has been a journey for Shell. Yung Shell naman, nandito po tayo sa bansa for 107 years. So for the longest time, marami po tayong ini-innovate sa Shell and really partnering with the nation building. Etong mobility station, kung alam nyo lang siguro yung Shell, di ba? Kung bibisita kayo sa Shell, sasabihin nyo, pupunta ako sa gas station. Pero right now, we are evolving to become from a gasoline station lang to a mobility station. And mobility station actually gives more offers sa ating mga tao na nagmo-move ngayon, especially with the pandemic, no? May mga tao na iba-iba na yung mga movement means. Yung iba nag-work from home. And because of that, we are actually evolving to make sure na meron kaming service na ibibigay hindi lamang sa mga tao na nagda-drive ng kotse, ng mga truck drivers, ng mga tricycles, but most especially even those mga people na naglalakad. Meron din tayong mga offer sa inyo, especially if you come here sa Shell Select or yung mga nagbibisikleta. So anything that moves, we are there for you. And hindi lang yung mga hindi din nag-move, yung mga nag-work from home. So here in Shell Marilao, Shell Select actually delivers. Maski nasa bahay kayo, we actually can deliver products to you. Yung mga partnership natin sa DTI, yung mga auto products, we can actually deliver it for you here in Shell Select via our partnership with our partners like Grab and Food Panda who can deliver it in your homes. So mobility is actually very important these days. With this pandemic, nag-iiba na po yung mga modes of transportation ng mga tao. Dito sa Marilao, I'm so actually proud to actually see na magkakaroon tayo ng railway dito. So meron na tayong mga trains. And then with that, Shell will be part of your journey. Maski naka-train ka, naka-motorsiklo ka, naglalakad ka, you can actually come here to the Shell stations to actually have something for you, para sa pamilya nyo, and then for your cars, para kung magpapaservice tayo, or even for your movement. So such a very exciting thing. And for here in Marilao, we're actually quite excited because this is the first mobility station in North Luzon. We actually have opened this. We've started this concept way back 2 years ago. So if you visit Cebu, we actually have lots of mobility stations already. If you actually go to Bukidnon, we have one. Meron din tayo sa Iloilo, Bacolod. We have in Taguig. Meron tayo sa Cavite, sa Bacau. And we're actually opening more and more mobility stations ng Shell because this is very, very important, especially these days. And then yung sinabi lang ni Mayor kanina, Mayor Silvestre, of course, nagpapasalamat tayo sa retailer natin. But the good thing about mobility station is, since hindi lang kami gas station, marami din kaming mga produkto dito. So may Shell Select tayo, meron tayong Shell Helix Oil Change Facility, but we also have some partnership like nandito po yung Chat Time, nandito yung Farinas Ilocos. So it actually just brings more offer for the customers, but it actually offers more livelihood. Especially ngayon, maraming mga tao na walang trabaho. So right now, every time we build the station, we actually can offer more jobs for our fellow Filipinos. And truly proud dito sa Marilao kasi sa Marilao, this is our first mobility stations. Kung tinayo namin is just a gas station, so siguro mga 20 lang yung may trabaho. But because of this, you can actually add or double the number of people who can actually work here in the Shell Mobility Station and continue to really serve our customers. So such an exciting moment. But before I really talk about why Shell Marilao is very, very special, why the Shell Marilao Mobility Station is special, I'd like to actually show you first a very nice video created by this team to actually show what I'm actually talking about. So watch the video.
All right, I think we are having some audio technical difficulties. So sige. Back to me first. Sa akin muna. Okay. Sige. Anyways, Sir Randy, what is the video about ba? Total, it's running na rin naman. Baka we can annotate also what the video is about. Parang nakita ko there is a mural and may mga food trucks pa. Parang it's very exciting, ano? Ang daming mga dapat talagang abangan. Or siguro for most of us that haven't been outside, 'di ba, for quite a while. Baka matagal na pala 'yan, hindi lang namin alam kasi hindi pa kami nakakapagbiyahe ulit papunta ng norte, hindi ba? So ayan, we will be fixing the video. Ayusin po muna natin yung video and then we will get back to that in a short while. Okay? So moving on, let's move on first sa ating susunod na bisita para sa araw na to. Ayan, Sir Randy. Sir Randy, can you talk to me? Can you hear me, Sir Randy? Okay, hindi kami masyadong magkarinigan. But anyways, babalikan natin ang video na yan. That is a promise. Okay? So anyways, guys, mobility is the way of the future. And yes, you can really quote me on that. So thank you, Sir Randy, para sa pag-i-introduce mo ng mga ginagawa ng Pilipinas Shell on how it is transforming its gas station into something much more to serve the Filipino people. But more than that, alam nyo ba, the opening of the Marilao Mobility Station is just the beginning because Shell is not just here to stay but also make the future. Yan. Shell showed us a glimpse of that future in sustainability during the actual construction of this station, etong Shell Marilao. And they used bitumen fresh air that reduced the environmental impact of road paving and which also lessens the pollutants in the air. And you know what, guys? Yan ay preview. Preview pa lamang yan. And to talk more about this and what Shell has in store for us, let us all please welcome the President and CEO of Pilipinas Shell Petroleum Corporation, Mr. Cesar G. Romero. Palakpakan naman dyan, guys. Good morning, sir.
Hello, everybody. Can you see me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everybody. I really wish I could be there personally to see the site. No, one of those things we'll have to live with in today's environment. Thank you as well to our friends from the government who participated in this exercise. Alam niyo ho, itong stasyon na ito, special sa akin because I used to do a global job before coming over to the Philippines, and this is actually one of my last projects before moving back home to the Philippines. So I was involved at the very, very conceptual stage of this process. And therefore, it brings me great joy to see that we finally have one in our country. No? So, Randy, hindi ko alam kung we have the right to claim that we are one of the first, if not the first, to launch a facility like this in terms of the extent of the modernization and the environmental sustainability. So there are a few things that are worthwhile highlighting as far as this station is concerned. So the first one, which is most obvious siguro to all of you, is the modern look and feel. No? So as Randy was saying earlier, gone are the days wherein pag sinabing gasolinahan, you have this impression of something dirty and dingy, and if you could get out of there as quickly as you can, that would be the ideal scenario. So this is one of those wherein we're really hoping that we do exactly the opposite, which is instead of trying to get out of there as quickly as you can, we are hoping that you will try to stay as long as you can because the experience is good. So you may be seeing a fair bit of some modern looking features. Well, but over and above the modern looking features, actually is the real modern technology that has been used in this station. So I know that I don't want to steal the thunder as far as the the video is concerned, but certainly a fair bit of technology has been deployed on sustainability. A part of the vision is to make this station as sustainable as possible by employing as much renewable energy. So again, Randy will share with you. I don't know if this station is 100% or partial, but whatever it is, certainly the aspiration is to maximize the use of renewable energy. You will also be shown some features about the materials that were used to construct it, using some recyclable materials. I gather that we will also be using eco bricks in this station, and eco bricks is really a product that we're very proud of, because we're the first company in the Shell group of companies worldwide to use that product in a wider scale. And that product, eco brick, is made from recycled plastic. The other bit is on rainwater collection. So I gathered that this station will also have some rainwater collection. So these are just some examples of how we've really pushed the envelope as far as technology is concerned, in using technology to support sustainability. The second thing that I would like to highlight is on the offer. Of course, probably another obvious factor would be the presence of branded partners. So you will see branded partners. That one is a feature that's quite common to us. We normally do that in our big sites, but the big difference now is under Randy's leadership, we will be deploying it more and more, even to medium-sized sites. We want to make sure that in addition to our basic offer of gasoline, diesel, and petroleum products, we are able to offer convenience items for our customers, and evolve those convenience items to what is really appropriate in the particular locality. So related to this comment about locality, this is again one of those major differences now in terms of the Shell policy is concerned. I remember when we first attempted to launch the Select business many years ago, it was a complete failure. And the reason why it was a complete failure was because Shell, for better wisdom, was insisting that 90% of the products or 85% of the products were actually standard. So we were actually moving goods from one part of the country to another and selling products that actually were irrelevant to the needs of the community. So that is one other major change that we are implementing now, and one that makes me very proud and very confident that this initiative will now be a huge success. Because from 85% uniform and 15% discretionary, we have completely flipped it around, and it will now be 15% mandatory and 85% discretionary on what is appropriate for the local community. And this is where I'm very proud as well with our partnership with DTI and our partnership with the local communities, because I'm really hoping that through this flexibility, through this 85% local content, as we call it, we will really be able to work with our small and medium scale enterprises to be able to market goods that are appropriate for a particular location, and also goods that are specialties of a particular region. Wouldn't it be great if we're able to have a focused product, for example, in a particular area, so that as tourists traverse the north or the south through our highways, they will be able to stop by a Shell station in one particular province and get easily a specialty product from that particular location. So I think these are all very exciting initiatives, and I would like to congratulate the mobility organization, formerly called retail organization, Randy and his team for this initiative, for taking on the challenge of launching mobility stations in the Philippines. And be assured that you have the full support of management to make this a success. You have the full support of management to make our partnership with the government and with the the local government units, and the small and medium scale enterprises in the communities a huge success, and for both of us to really be genuine partners in nation building. So with that, I hand back over to you, Laila. Hopefully we were able to fix the video already. So thank you very much. Maraming salamat po. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our President and CEO, Mr. Cesar G. Romero. Wow. Ang dami talagang i-look forward sa Shell, no? Kaya ako sa Shell ako talaga eh. Environment friendly na, bongga pa yung mga technology, high-tech, di ba? Alright. Okay, guys. Alam ko na medyo na-excite kayo dun sa video. Ano lang yon, tinitease lang namin kayo. Talagang we want you to look forward to that video. And with that, back to you, Sir Randy. Sir Randy? Wait, Sir Randy, parang ikaw naman ang hindi ko marinig. Hold on.
And here in Shell Marilao, I'm
wait,
actually
Sir
here at the
Randy.
second floor. So may
Sir
second floor
Randy?
tayo dito. This is a two-story building wherein you can actually have a lot of offer. So I'll start off first with yung offer natin sa Shell Select. So Shell Select here in Shell Mobility Station in Marilao actually offers a lot of products that are really good for everyone. Yung fini-feature natin dito are the local products galing sa Bulacan, and not just the local products from Bulacan but also in partnership with DTI, yung sinasabi nating mga local entrepreneurs. And I think for Shell, that's very, very important because what we want our customers to actually experience here in Marilao is that if they travel, especially if they're from Manila and they wanted to go to Pampanga or Pangasinan or in Baguio, every time you pass by a Shell station, you will actually have a feel of the local town where kung saan ka nag-stop, kung anong mobility station. And that's what we're trying to really do. So here in Marilao, if you actually drive towards Baguio, in your experience here in passing by this mobility station, you can have a taste of the Bulacan products and Marilao products. And that's actually quite exciting. And we actually do that one too. Like in Quezon, we opened one in Quezon, in Lucena. If you drive from Manila, go to Bicol. If you pass by the Shell mobility station in Lucena, which is actually in the diversion road, you can actually have a taste in Quezon. So the Shell Select actually has a very wide range of offers that are very, very local. Meron din tayong mga offers that are really fresh food. Meron din tayong mga products that are really for the customers. And it's not just pupunta kayo dito. Sa Shell Select, you can actually order via a Grab or Food Panda, and we would gladly deliver that one for you. And then part of that, we're actually integrating our Shell Helix oil change facility. So Shell Select is something for you, but for your product, if for your cars, if you wanted your cars to be serviced well with top-notch mechanics, top-notch offers, checks, meron tayong mga safety checks, you can actually enjoy like nag-service ka sa ating Shell Helix oil change facility, enjoy in our lounge that is connected in the Shell Select para you can really you can relax while yung kotse mo sine-service. You can actually enjoy free Wi-Fi. You can actually have a lot of a relaxing service for you to actually have a destination. And then you go up. Ito, may second floor pa tayo because we're actually offering more food products for people who will pass by this mobility station. We actually have our co-locators as well. So meron tayong mga offers that are really relevant. So here in Marilao, we're actually quite so proud to offer you Chat Time, which is the leading milk tea brand natin dito sa Pilipinas. And this partnership is actually quite good because for me, I'm a very fan of Chat Time and my family. So siguro kung sa Sunday, pupunta na ako sa Shell Station para Shell Mobility Stations in Marilao to enjoy my Chat Time. Meron din tayo ditong Turks, which is a very nice offer for sa mga pastries as well. And then meron din tayong local na Farinas Ilocos Empanada. So if you actually pass by here at Shell Marilao, you can have a taste of a very high quality empanada from Farinas Ilocos. So with that, paglabas mo rin, of course, you will have our great products as well. So this is what we're really truly proud. The best products of Shell V-Power and Shell Fuel Save for you and your car. And I'm talking about a lot of mobility offers, no? And then meron din tayong mga food trucks, by the way. So in the food truck here, so meron ding mga nasa outdoor seating natin. You can actually enjoy it. Here in the second floor, meron tayong outdoor seating. DJ Laila, if you wanted to come here, if you're not comfortable with aircon, meron tayong mga seating areas as well. So truly a lot of mobility offers. But while mobility is actually there from an offer perspective, true to the heart of Shell is really sustainability. And this site actually has, mobility station has a lot of sustainability angles. The first one is that we actually have solar panels in this site. So naka-install po yung mga solar panels on top of our canopy, on top of our building. And that's actually quite very important because we're using renewable products for us to actually power this, the operations. And that will actually reduce electricity consumption by around 30%. So medyo importante yon so that we're actually creating more green. Meron din tayong mga rainwater catchment. So for us, we have the ability to collect water from the rain and use that one for our toilets para na-conserve natin yung usage ng ating mga ng tubig. And then I think Cesar actually talked about eco bricks. And this is something that we're really, really proud. Yung eco bricks is actually made out of recycled product. Yung mga lubricant plastic bottles natin, kinokolekta natin yon, and then we actually try to produce it and then make it as a hollow blocks. And then in this site actually has some feature. There are some walls that are made out of here or some pavement. So it really shows about circular economy. And that's very important on our green products right now. And then one area that I wanted to really highlight is the bitumen fresh air. So first time, so ito naman, this is really the first in the Philippines that we're doing. Yung pavement natin is actually bitumen fresh air asphalt, which is 100% recyclable. It actually lessens waste buildup on cities and communities. So we have this product that we actually pave way in the roads and then iba-iba. And we said, why not? Why not put it in our Shell mobility station in Marilao? So very good offer for sustainability elements. So again, lots of exciting stuff. And the last bit is about digitalization. If you actually come here in the Shell station, we actually have a lot of digital offers. And I'm truly proud about our Shell Go Plus app. If you come here, if you will have a Shell Go Plus, you can actually earn points using your app, just doing app-based. And then from the points, you can actually use it to buy on our quality products of Shell V-Power and Fuel Save. You can also use it to actually buy from our Shell Select and then even from lubricants perspective. So there's a lot of offers. And if you have an SM Advantage card, you can also use it in the station. And we're also using a lot of like digital contactless payment. So we actually have a lot of GCash, etc. So there's a lot of digital elements in here. So this is a journey. Ito yung sinasabi natin that we're really shifting from a mere gasoline station to a mobility station. And opening this first mobility station in Marilao, Bulacan is very exciting. Not just having a lot of mobility offers that's really good for you and the communities, but it's also sustainable and had a lot of digital features that are relevant for our fellow Filipinos. So I do hope that we can welcome you here in Shell Mobility Station in Marilao. And then kung takot pa kayo, nasa bahay pa kayo, don't forget, you can just buy and then actually have the products from Shell Select delivered. So back to you, DJ Laila.
Thank you so much, Sir Randy. Alam mo, sa lahat ng sinabi mo, gusto ko nang pumunta dyan agad talaga ngayon. Hindi ko na gusto na tapusin itong virtual hosting ko. Gusto ko dyan na lang sana ako nag-hosting. Diba? So sobrang daming exciting na kailangan talaga nating abangan and puntahan kung kung ngayon na tayo pupunta, di ba, sa Shell. Okay, so ayan, thank you so much, Sir Randy. Once again, before we start with our Q&A portion, ayan, we would like to request a photo op. Ayan, isang class picture naman dyan, guys, with our Pilipinas Shell and DTI representatives. May we request all our speakers and guests from DTI to turn on their cameras para po sa ating photo op. And of course, don't forget to smile. All right, ready, guys? Are we ready? I'll just turn off my mic kasi kayo po ang bida rito, hindi ako. Okay, guys. Show me your pearly whites.
All right, 1, 2, 3, click. And one more. 1, 2, 3, click. Thank you.
Fabulous. Ang gaganda ninyo at ang popogi ninyong lahat. O, hindi
Hey,
ba?
DJ Laila,
Yes, ma'am.
sorry.
Yes,
Yes,
po.
I think we're ready with the video already.
Yay! Okay, so eto na. So Randy, please do the honors of introducing our bonggang-bonggang video. Wow, ang bongga talaga ng Shell. Wala akong masabi. Environment friendly, pag nagutom ka, andyan lahat pwedeng kumain. At kapag natakam ka kahit in the middle of the night ng mga products ng Bulacan, Shell is the way to go. Ayan ha, Shell Marilao. Talagang mapapawaw ka. Alright, eto na. Guys, we have come to the point of our question and answer portion. Dito na po tayo sa ating panel discussion. Ayan, we will be starting off now with our Q&A portion. Joining us, joining our DTI 3 Regional Director Lenny Baluyot is Mr. Randy Del Valle, Ms. Rolyn Tomarong, in the panel, and also DTI ROG Assistant Secretary and OTOP National Program Head Demfna Naga, and Mr. John Quadra, District Manager of Filipina Shell in North Luzon. For brevity of the program, we apologize that we cannot accommodate additional questions from the audience and media, but please do send an email or message and Tiangco, and we will get back to you on your questions with regards to today's event. All right, simulan na po natin ang ating panel discussions. Promise, wala pong math to. Okay, for RDV, Sir RDV and Sir John, bakit po Bulacan? Why was Bulacan chosen as the site for the first Shell mobility station in northern Luzon?
Yes, good noon, DJ Laila. So number one, Marilao is the place to be. No, this is the fastest first-class municipality in Bulacan, and also part of the top municipalities in the Philippines. No, so for Shell, it makes sense for us to strengthen our position here, our presence in Marilao, and that's the reason why we chose Marilao to be the first mobility site in the Philippines, which provides a different design, a different offer, and also world-class operations for our customers. So again, hopefully Shell Marilao will be the place to be for all Marileños.
Sir RDV, would you like to add something to that?
This is the start of many. So again, it's a good way to pay homage about this very exciting community. But we're also actually building a lot of new mobility stations. So watch out, meron din tayo sa Mexico, Pampanga. We will actually have in Pangasinan. So there's a lot of things that are really exciting plans here in North Luzon. And this is not just about building new mobility stations, DJ Laila. This is also about renovating. So in various mobility stations, and we actually have more than 1,000 stations around the Philippines, we will be renovating, we will be building so that the offers of mobility will be accessible to more and more Filipinos around the country.
Wow, looking forward to that, sir. All right, para po sa ating regional director ng DTI, Ma'am Lenny Baluyot, and for Ma'am Rolin also, what are the local products from Bulacan that are really moving in the market? And ano tong mga products na to na gusto pa po nating i-promote?
Yes, your question nakakagutom talaga, no? In fact, Bulacan has a wide variety of auto products. So one town, one product that is from food to non-food products. And this would include, but are not limited to, yogurt, quesong puti, we have pastillas. Bulacan is well known for that. Sweets and delicacies, jams, fruit-flavored ice cream, buko pies, spreads, organic rice. We also have turmeric tea, snack foods. You all know you carry some of the chicharon, cornic. We also have mushroom that are processed, different flavors. We also have condiments and processed meat. We have those from Kalumpit, among others. And these products have undergone product development. We just don't say, oh, your product is auto, because we have several assistance that we extend to our micro, small, and medium enterprises before we could really say, all right, you guys are autopreneurs, or your products are now enrolled under auto. For non-food products, we also have native fans. We have home furnishings from recycled wood, bags, handicrafts, and you all know we have Make Hawaiian Jewelry Industry Association. So we have Make Hawaiian jewelries, or the jewelries from Bulacan. And all these products you could see through our auto Bulacan.ph website. So that's only for Bulacan, DJ.
Wow. Ma'am Rolin, meron po ba tayong idadagdag?
DJ Laila, actually, nung sinasabi pa lang ni Miss Lenny yung mga pagkain, no, nakakagutom nga talaga. And I actually understand that in Marilao alone, there are actually already 100 suppliers, no, that are actually OTOP accredited. So that's really a very good opportunity. Again, we are talking about, these products being actually showcased in our select stores, us actually delighting our customers because these products are actually available And more importantly, no, nakakatulong talaga tayo. Kasi I think for the 100 or so suppliers po, no, in Marilao actually alone, we are already helping lots of people as well, no? Those who are actually producing are actually making this very tasty delicacies and local products for us. So it's really a very exciting opportunity. And I think our GM, Randy Del Valle, has actually spoken about how we really are going to really use Select as a platform for us to really serve more and be felt more in the communities where we actually operate. So I would imagine we're only just starting in Marilao, but we have a network of 400 Select stores. We have the capability to actually help a lot more small, medium, and medium scale enterprises. We have a lot more opportunity to actually help out because apart from the select operations, no, marami ding mga tao ang nabibigyan po ng employment because we have, with this mobility offer, we actually also have partner brands that Randy has spoken about. They are also going to have their staff here operating and actually ensuring as well, no, that there's local livelihood and there's local employment available. So such a very exciting opportunity talaga, DJ Laila. And again, as I said, nagsa-start lang po tayo sa Marilao, but the greater opportunity rests in terms of course how strongly DTI and Shell really collaborate and actually really bring this forward. So thanks for that, DJ Laila. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Ma'am Rolin. So imagine nyo guys kung natutulungan natin ang mga MSMEs sa Bulacan alone, we can always replicate that sa buong bansa. Hindi ba? Talagang magiging maganda kapag merong partnership, di ba? Yung contribution niya sa economy. All right. Next question goes out to DTI Regional ASEC Dempna. Ma'am, can you tell us more about your plans for the OTOP? Ayan, ang ating reyna ng OTOP nga na sinasabi, di ba? Ano pa po ba yung mga plans natin para sa mga one town, one product natin, specifically dito sa Marilao? And how can the private sector partner in these efforts?
Yeah, our OTOP PMO will continue to work hand in hand with the Department of Trade and Industry, regional and provincial offices, to fulfill its mission of growing brands and MSMEs that can contribute significantly to our economy. This coming year, we will continue to dedicate our resources by investing in the product development initiative, trainings, and marketing assistance in the form of trade fair and our OTOP hubs in order to capacitate promising entrepreneur, something which Marilao has no shortage of. And how can the private sectors and partner with this effort? Marilao having a capability to pass all the requirements necessary for the cityhood is a testament to its great economic potential, which we see as an opportunity to board in the market for both entrepreneur and a private sector partners. We encourage the private sector to collaborate with more micro, small, medium enterprises to uplift and support our local Filipino products. Our private sector partners, such as Shell Select, has the brand recognition and customer confidence that can help elevate auto product in the public eye. Our partnership with the Shell Select is definitely bring auto product closer to the customer, and it is hopefully the first step to many more collaboration that will assist Filipino MSMEs in the future.
All right.
The next question.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
What business do you see recovering and prospering?
Yes, ma'am.
Business the businesses that were able to innovate the products and the business model in spite constraint posed by the COVID-19 pandemic will predictably be the first to recover and prosper. We at the Auto Philippines are resolute in our commitment to aid MSMEs and their goal to bounce back from this economic high hellball with better and more beneficial programs. Kaya lahat ng aming MSMEs na entrepreneur talagang improved na po yung mga produkto nila. They are ready to the market. Kaya we are very proud with the regional director, RD Len. We are very sure that all the product in Bulacan are already have an FDA ready to the market. At ang last ko na sasabihin, sabay-sabay natin damhin ang ginhawa sa otok dahil ang galing ng Pilipino, tatak otok atin to. Maraming salamat.
Totoo naman yan. At lalo na talaga sa panahon ngayon, kailangan tayo talaga suportahan natin ang isa't isa. By Pinoy, this is the right time, di ba, to support each other kasi nga panahon tayo ng pandemya. Thank you for that, Reyna ng Otop. Asek Demp na. Okay, we're down to our last two questions. Okay? For Sir John and Ma'am Rolin, alam naman natin, di ba, na part ng NCR Plus ang Bulacan, no? And right now, we are under GCQ, under heightened restrictions. So, medyo nag-i-ease na yung, yung mobility natin. How do you think yung mobility station will affect businesses and travel in North Luzon now that borders are, slowly easing and opening up?
DJ Laila, thank you. Number one, we are one with the community and also with the LGU. No, as mobility sites, we are ready and able once the market opens up. The station really is an enabler for people to travel. So as I've mentioned, this is the first site of mobility for North Luzon. We have also 48 sites in Bulacan alone. And when you enter the sites, you can, number one, feel secure, safe, at the same time, feel the attention and care of our forecourt service champions. And this is very important in this time, ensuring one safety to make sure that your travels, making your journeys better. So, yep, thank you, DJ Laila.
Ma'am Rolin?
I think just in addition to what John actually said, I think there's really a bounce back and a recovery that we all must actually undertake, right? Because at the end of the day, we have to thrive and we have to cope that we are in a in a pandemic environment now. So I think really I appreciated John Dejerela mentioned about how Shell actually wants to ensure that every customer that comes to our site is actually safe. Because I think that is most important at this period. We have to remain healthy, but we have to also make sure that we can already contribute to the economy, no? Kasi we cannot be on a standstill din naman. I think all of us, and I think all of the areas din naman sa Pilipinas, and that is what our governments are also really wanting to achieve naman, no? That we really move forward from this pandemic. And therefore, Shell as a partner, because as a business, energy company kami, DJ Laila, no? So we really empower and we really enable movement. So just imagine, kung wala pong gasolina, wala po tayong mga transportation and logistics that actually really deliver goods and products and services, no, in the areas. Kung wala po ang Shell as an energy company, wala pong mga langis, no, that actually enables our vehicles to be maintained well so that, each one of us can still contribute and be very productive. So at the end of the day, I think the mindset that Shell really would like to have is we are a partner in terms of this recovery effort, working with the government, ensuring that we are doing our part in the bounce back. and in the economic recovery that we all really, really want to have. Thank you, Teacher Laila.
Thank you, Sir John and Ma'am Rolin. Ako talaga, I can't wait na magpunta dyan. Nung sinabi talaga yung lahat ng pagkain, parang pagkatapos ito, go na ako dyan. Okay, our last question we will be throwing to Sir Randy. Sir RDV, what is your vision with the launch of the Marilao Mobility Station? Since, yun nga, this is the first in North Luzon, di ba? And how will these new features help mobilize communities? Kasi katulad nun, nakita ko ang daming mga environment-friendly stuff na talagang naka-incorporate, di ba? Doon sa ating mobility station.
Okay, thanks for that question. In terms of the vision, we are here in Marilao. I'll probably just really reflect about yung purpose namin sa Shell. And ako, I am an employee of Shell. Marami tayong mga kasamahan dito. Our actually purpose is really about, we're just like really working for a multinational company, but we're actually working so that we can actually serve the communities. And that's why when we actually opened the first mobility station in Marilao, one thing in mind is not just giving quality offers and products to our customers, but really serving the community. And this partnership with DTI, yung mga OTOP, actually enables that purpose of us really helping our local entrepreneurs, helping our fellow Filipinos actually get back on their feet, especially right now with the pandemic. So I hope with this opening, we are actually here right now, no? We're very like social distancing, etc. But we actually drove here to make sure that Shell is actually with the community, is with all the Filipinos so that we can actually move forward. I know very difficult times, but right now, because of this, I hope it can actually accelerate our kindness, our support from our community, yung tulong-tulungan na mindset, for us to really be one with the fellow Filipinos, with DTI as like government, with our communities, so that we can actually move forward the Philippines, especially at this time. And I think the vision in here is like, this one will really excite a lot of communities. We will actually have more of this. This is the same purpose that our retailers, like sabi ko, si Elwin is our retailer here, truly is aligned with our vision. We actually have our 16,000 service champions around the Philippines. They are really there. They're actually new heroes that actually go there to really serve all our communities. Nandun araw-araw sa Shell mobility stations natin so that we can really move forward. And that's our purpose. That's our role, to really with the community, and is also a partner for nation building.
Thank you so much, Sir RDV. Nako, grabe, talagang nakaka-excite yung mga partnerships ng DTI and Shell, 'di ba? Okay, thank you so much ating panel. I hope everybody learned something today kasi ako sobrang dami ko talagang info no na natutunan ngayon. And to all our guests and speakers, thank you for joining us in this milestone launch. And ako I am as excited as everybody else for what the Marilao Mobility Station will bring in the future of the Philippines. So guys, at the station Sir Randy, sabi mo punta ako dyan. Pupuntahan talaga kita ngayon. Ready mo na yung red carpet. At syempre, i-ready mo na yung red carpet sa lahat ng mga magpupunta pa dyan sa Shell. Okay? And to give you a sneak peek and taste of what local goodies you can find in Marilao Shell Select, nako, we will also be sending to our special guests and media partners mga pasalubong packages that will have you wanting to visit talaga Bulacan really, really soon. So ayan sa mga media friends natin who are still with us via Zoom and nanonood sa atin sa Facebook Live, grabe. Mag-e-enjoy talaga kayo dito. And remember, when you buy local and go local, you are supporting our fellow Filipinos. Okay? Bago po tayo magsara, we special shout out kay kay ASEC, Assistant Secretary ROG Dominic Tolentino, who is also in Zoom right now. Ayan, he's joining us via Zoom. And guys, before we close, syempre, we would want to acknowledge and thank another key person in making this moment a reality. Siya po ay si Elwin Dueñas, who is not just this station's retailer, but also a true blue Bulaqueño. Ayan, palakpakan! Yay! Who is also a true blue Bulaqueño who has been helping the community since day one. And to get to know more about his journey with the community, we have another special AVP po to show his story at the end of the program. But wait, there's more, okay? And even after we close this program, there are more exciting activities lined up for the day. So please stay tuned to the Shell Bulacan Facebook page, okay? So ayan guys, baka nagugutom na kayo, abangan nyo ha yung mga ipapadala ng Shell at ng DTI sa inyo. This is DJ Laila or Laila Chikadora saying thank you. Thank you po sa inyong lahat. Have a safe day full of happy and good vibes. Good afternoon and have a happy weekend ahead. Thank you. Let's go to Shell.
Hello, I'm Elwin. I'm a second-generation retailer. Since our opening a few months back, my team and I are glad that the community is responding well in this new Shell station format. As the first mobility site in North Luzon with complete offers, fuels, Shock Plus, Select, Clip-ins, and different locators, I look forward in the synergy of these offers to serve our customers and be part of the community of Marilao, Bulacan. The site has unique sustainability features and friendly to the environment. The forecourt is made of bitumen. The perimeter wall is made from eco bricks. There are solar panels on the canopy and a rain catcher on the shop building. With Shell, you know you can trust the brand, its principles, and the people behind it, and the customers feel the same. We're here for the long haul.